You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood Redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live. Next, featuring intimate and in-depth interviews with Black Hollywood's next edition of stars and influencers. Black Hollywood Live. Hollywood Redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, next.
Welcome to another edition of BHL Next, where we talk to all the up-and-coming people. I'm back. I'm your host, Megan Thomas, and today we have a special co-host. What's your name, girl?
Hey, you guys. I am Stacy Ike. What's up?
What's up, Stacy? You look fancy, girl.
Thanks, girl. You know, I had to put the yellow on.
Oh, yes, I see. Boom. And so today we have one of the most talented triple, quadruple, pentuple threats out there. His name is Roshon Fegan. Give it up.
What up?
What's up? Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're looking amazing, and this watch is like, whoa.
Oh, you know, try to keep a time.
Like
That's what I see. It's like for the blind.
Like,
boom.
yeah,
Anybody who needs to know the time.
It's like, you know,
they can see it from down the street.
This is Flavor Flav 2.0. You know? It's on the wrist.
Right, but let's just jump into it.
Right.
You're an LA native. You're from right here in this place. What was it like growing up here?
Oh, man, it's been beautiful. It's all I know, you know. It's LA life, LA weather, LA people.
Right.
It's just crazy. But, you know, so I know so many people around me that just die to come to LA and they just love it. They just want to be here so bad. And I don't really know what it is. Well,
What's the difference?
Right, it's normal, right.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you were destined to be in the entertainment field just because you were born here, or is that something that's just always been in your bones?
Yeah, it's been in my family, actually. My pops, he's sitting over on the side. You can't see him. He's back. But his name is Roshon Fegan. He's been in tons of movies, films, directed, and produced. He does everything. So I was kind of born into the game off default.
Right.
And it was like, what else? What else am I gonna do? This is what's happening.
Right.
Yeah,
You went straight into your dad before I thought about it. What would you say is the biggest thing you've learned from him?
Just probably like, just don't stop. Just get what you want. You know, don't stop. Get it.
Oh man!
Ooh, that's
don't
it.
stop.
I get why that makes sense now. That just kind of that clicked just now.
Right.
I think you understand. That was just wow.
Like it just happened.
No, that was a moment.
Right.
Don't stop. Get it. But yeah, no. Probably just keep working at what you want and make sure you get it.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your ethnicity, by the way?
Jacked up.
Stop it.
It's all messed up. I can't even tell you. I know it's like my mom is Filipino and Chinese and Spanish and all the stuff that makes it Filipino.
Right.
And my dad's black and Indian, Cherokee Indian, Irish, some other stuff. What else is it at? That's about
He
it.
said that's it. He's
That's
wrapping
it.
up.
Wrap
So
it
you
up.
put those all together, and I'm just,
Jacked up.
We are the world.
Right. And then our producer, you didn't see her behind you, but her name's Alexis. She's Filipino and black. She was like, represent. I'm a Blasian too.
Yeah,
the Korean people represent them.
Oh,
the other Asians.
Yeah, I can see that right away. And the flowers really accent the Blasianness.
There you go.
It brings
See.
out the Tropicana, you know.
Well, thank you. I
You're
appreciate
making up words.
Yeah, I know. I can't help
You're
it.
making up words, but I'm feeling it. I ain't mad.
Yeah,
What's
you
your-
know what I mean. Though,
I
you
ain't
know.
mad. I ain't mad.
So you're such a melting pot within yourself. What's your favorite international food?
Like a dish or like overall?
Anything.
Dish, yeah.
Anything? I mean, I don't know. I like Filipino food. That's kind of just expected, I think.
And again,
she's raising the roof.
Yeah, you
Our
know,
producer's
I
like,
the
yes.
chicken adobo all day. But I can mess with. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Thai food. I can kill some
Okay.
Thai food, some pad Thai, or Chinese food,
Some
or
bad
any
time.
food with rice.
Right.
It's an Asian thing.
Love
I
it.
know, right?
Love
Rice.
it.
Just rice.
Love it.
Gotta have rice.
As long as
Rice
I got
and-
rice, everything else works.
It tastes good.
Yeah.
So
Right,
what
right.
would you say is the biggest misconception about living in LA? Because you said it is beautiful, like you said. I mean, there's so much good to it. But what's the biggest misconception you've experienced?
I hear a lot of people always saying that LA people are fake or whatever and everything. And, everybody's saying it's just a lot of fakeness in LA, which is true. But to be honest, there's a lot of fake everywhere.
True.
And I think the misconception is that a lot of the people that are acting fake are the people that's not from LA.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm born and raised in LA, and I'm one of the realest people out there. I'm not gonna tell you nothing that I don't believe. And it's a lot of people that I meet that come from like, I don't know, Wichita or something, brand new, and they come over here feeling like the man, when they walk through. And they tiptoeing in their Jordans, and then, all of a sudden they acted some type of way and feeling some type of way, and they get a couple jobs, and you don't know them no more.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, L.A. is fake. Well, that guy's not from L.A.,
Right.
so I don't know. And then they meet me, and it's like, oh, you're so, like, humble. You must be from, like, some really nice place. I'm like, no, I'm from where you thought it was fake people.
Right, right.
So I think it's just, people get their own stories mixed up, and it's just do them. Just
Right.
do you, man, wherever you're from.
So you're super talented. Is it true that you really started playing the drums at 2?
Oh, man, that's a good story, but no, not 2.
How old were you?
Man, let's go. It was about 4, but 2
Wow.
sounds like.
I mean, it's
sounds
the
better,
same.
though.
2, 4.
I mean,
Anything
look.
younger than 5. Really.
I know, but
Yeah.
2, that's a better actual, like, visual for me. I don't want that. Next time I'm saying 2. No, yeah, about 4 years old. It started kind of just me being really rhythmic and making a lot of noise in the kitchen. My mom used to let me like hit on the pots and pans and stuff when she cooked. I think a lot of moms do that sometimes because they just let the kids
Right.
stay occupied so they can make the meal. But I guess that really like turned into something rhythmically. And my dad was producing a musical. Was it a musical? Or was it? That was another show. He was producing some other show, and there was some drums inside of this church. And they were rehearsing, and I went over to the drums. I don't remember how old I was, but I started playing those things for the first time. And, I'm not going to brag or nothing, but...
Let the church say amen.
No, it was fire, And then the lady, he was the co-director he was working with, turned around and started screaming or whatever. It was like, get that, who's that on the drums? Get off the drums.
Right.
My dad didn't know it was me. So it's like, yeah, get that kid off the drums. And he turns around, it's me. And he's like, hold on, wait up, that's my son, wait. That was pretty good. So ever since then, I kind of became a drummer since 4 to now.
You play the piano too, right?
Yeah, keys, piano, guitar.
Wow.
I'm not gonna brag, but
yeah, no, you can give it to me. Like, give me an instrument for a week. I'll figure it out.
What's your favorite instrument to play?
Probably keys, because I'm production. Like all
Right.
production
Yeah.
is right there on the keys. Some people like guitar, but I don't know. I feel the keys more.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That's
That's
cool.
funny.
It's my thing.
I like it. So I know I was going to ask, you were going to mention something about Dancing with the Stars and how amazing that experience was.
Snap, yeah.
It was, fabu. What would
Thank
you
you.
say is your favorite genre of dancing overall?
Probably just what I do naturally, just freestyle,
Okay.
hip hop. I mean, favorite as in like, what I love to do, always is just freestyle. But from the show and learning all those different dances, I would have to say, the salsa was cool. Salsa was cool, and that's because the salsa had a lot of like, it just had the energy I needed. Like the waltz was like slow, and I was ready to take a nap. And that's cool. Like if that's your thing, and the quick step was just like it was quick, it was fast, it was awesome, but it was like a little stagnant. It was like you got to be all up in a frame and you
Right.
couldn't be free. But the salsa, you could just wild out and
Do your
get your
thing.
Latin fire going.
Was that your first time experiencing the salsa?
Yeah.
Like that way?
All those dances first time.
Nice. Okay.
I mean, I faked them.
Right.
You
I used
did
to be in
well.
front
Made
of-
it work.
I used
Yeah.
to be in front of the TV back in the day, acting like I knew how to do the salsa. but I didn't. Obviously, 'cause
Right.
I learned how to really do it. It was much different.
Where did you
Nice.
learn how to dance so well?
I have no idea. It just kind of happened. Yeah, it just. I fell in love with Michael Jackson as a crazy entertainer, and just I used to watch him dance on TV, and my whole family's always encouraged me to just like, okay, it's dance time, dance, bro, dance, just dance. So then I start wilding out, and I remember like learning how to do Michael Jackson moves was the first step, and then I turned like 12. It was like, why am I still doing Michael Jackson moves? Like, there's more like dance moves than just Michael Jackson moves, And I just kept going, started battling in school, and then you get good, you get in the dance world, the dance culture, and it just happened.
Right,
so,
right,
no
right.
lessons or nothing, just doing my own stuff.
And so speaking of age 12, that's when you were first on the movie Spider-Man 2, correct?
Yeah.
What was that like being on the set, especially for such a big hit, blockbuster hit with Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi? Like, how was that being on that set?
It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
It was weird because I think it was my first time seeing like a production that big. And I was downtown LA, and it was supposed to be based in like New York.
Yeah.
So and it's on the corner of where like me and my pops own a music and dance studio. So it's like I didn't understand. I knew that they could do what they do magically and make stuff look like other stuff, but I almost felt like I was in New York.
Wow.
So you know what I mean? It was that kind
Yeah.
of felt. It was weird, man. It was just tripped me out for like a 12-year-old. But Toby was super nice. Everything was super cool. Only had 2 lines. They split it in half and gave that line to another dude.
Aw.
It's all good though.
Right, you were there.
I needed some company, you know. It's all good.
Right.
You know, I don't like them splitting my stuff up though. That was not. But whatever. I was like, "Oh there, whoa, what you doing?"
I
with
can't
that?
handle the 5
Yeah, I
lines.
got this. This is like
Right.
a 2-second scene. Dude. Like,
Right.
hey, don't be splitting my joint stuff. Have him do a reaction or something.
Right.
Like, like something. Give him a line because he's there.
Right.
But it was amazing, man, and that really that kind of bit me. Not even like the acting bug. It was just more of just like the showbiz bug, like seeing
Yeah.
how everything comes together and how you can make a movie. Like a movie's crazy.
All right.
It takes a lot.
They can't see your full outfit. Hopefully
Yeah.
they can, but you have everything's decked out to a T. I mean, they can't miss the pockets.
Oh wow! I
Who's your
hope not.
biggest style icon right now?
Oh man, right now. I got nobody.
Just you.
It's just me right
Okay.
now. It's just I just like people that's doing their own thing. Like I know Will I Am. He's one of my dudes, man. I look at Will I Am to be just kind of like he wears like an alien costume,
Right.
You know, and then he'll just like put on like some regular clothes, or he'll look like I don't know. He's been doing some weird stuff lately with his like
Right.
cloaks, you know, like
Oh, yeah.
long,
And like a necklace or something.
right,
Yeah.
and then like giant Google glasses
Yes.
or something, like looking like a space intruder. But you know, Wiz Khalifa, he's got a lot of like distinct style, and I like that. He's got his look, so I'm just
Trying to find your
I'm
look.
just fitting it together, whatever works. Like I got
Let me see these socks.
Yeah,
socks.
I mean, the shoes.
See the
you
socks.
see the shoes?
the
Let me
socks
see these socks.
kind of go with the shoes,
Right.
But I didn't realize they had stripes, so we kind of just
It
I
just
don't know,
it
man.
works.
Yeah.
It works though.
Yeah,
You
thank
know
you,
what? It
thank
works.
you. It works. All right, as long as it's working, it's all
Yes.
good.
I had to
Are
say
you a
something
sock
about it.
person? Do you have a lot of crazy socks?
I got crazy socks.
Really?
And then I always lose like socks, so I have
Ugh.
to just move like I have this color striped sock, and I have like some weird other socks with like logos and stuff. I don't know.
Right.
Just
cool,
kind of
though.
get it all
Yeah.
together.
You
That's
might
the
as well,
thing.
because you can't not like you got to throw them away now because you only
Right,
got
you
one
just-
left. You might as well just
Right.
put the two singles
Put 'em
together.
See,
This is
I got
2014.
a pet peeve though when it comes to like the sock texture.
Ah.
Okay.
So the sock has to be like the same type of thinness of cotton. Like I
Right.
can't have a super like
Right.
mega
Like a
thick sock.
Hanes
Yeah.
versus-
yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm not having that. That's gonna have me walking lopsided. Like I can't do
Right.
that, right? But if they're close enough and like the texture and the size, I can't have like too long of a pull up. Like I don't want it going all the way up to the knee and stuff. As long
Right.
as they in the same world and they thin socks, I'm cool.
See, I appreciate the fact that he could take a sock conversation and really extend it.
I
'Cause
want
it's
you
so
to understand
serious.
it.
It's so serious.
I want you to know in
It's
case you're ever in that
like
predicament.
fashion. No, it's real. It's very serious. So I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I don't want you walking around like limping and
Not even
what
sure.
happened? Yeah,
Thanks for having my back. I
confidence
appreciate
thing.
you.
I got you. Don't trip.
So how did you know you wanted to do acting?
Oh, well, I kind of just I just love to be an entertainer, and that comes kind of along with acting. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I didn't really look at it, and maybe I should have, and a lot of people do. We just passed by a million acting schools on the way here. But since my pops showed me the ropes and showed me, the fundamentals and what it takes to be an actor, I looked at it more of an approach to really just explore my creativity and my personality, just to be like able to show people who I am through acting. Because now that I think about it, I've never really done a role that it wasn't me. And that's kind of cool.
That's cool. That
Right.
is really
Because
cool.
the roles usually just end up being me,
Right.
which is not really a character.
Is
at
that
all.
weird to play
It's-
almost
it's-
yourself?
It's cool for me because I don't really like acting like nobody else.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I know it is fun to play characters. I know it's cool, but I'm so like multi-leveled on my own personality. I think I could kind of just pull them all together, like be a character, be cool, be goofy, and all that at the same time. So I felt like that's how I knew I wanted to continue acting because I wanted to keep exploring more within myself. You know what I mean? I got hooked.
So if you could guest star on any show right now, what would it be?
Man, I'll be real. I don't even got like cable or nothing.
Are you a Netflix Hulu person?
Right.
I got Netflix. I mean, watch it rarely, but like I just hooked the TV back up. Like,
Okay.
Like I'm in a studio.
Right.
Studio is my life. Like
Good.
I'm just chilling in there like a bat in a cave.
Right.
Batman down there.
So if you're a singer, you're a songwriter, you're a dancer, you're an actor, you're a producer,
Yeah.
which one of these could you not live without?
Man, none of them. I need them all.
Yeah.
Cause they all work together. They're hand in hand. You know what I mean? Like if it wasn't for the acting, people wouldn't accept my personality. I wouldn't say they wouldn't accept it, but they wouldn't understand it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like they'd be like, "Oh, dude is mad hype," you know, or whatever. Like, "Oh, snap!" Like, "Oh, he's a lot" or something.
Right,
Like,
right.
But they get it now that like I'm just this outlandish, outstanding like.
Just trying to
I'm
be
a big
right,
dude, you know.
right.
I do a lot, so they can understand. Like, okay, I see his range, I see where he's going, and now I understand his music more. His music is like that same thing, just he's putting it into that. You know what I mean? If they never saw that side, then the music would be kind of just a surprise to them. So I'm glad I gotta have them all. I gotta use every canvas for my art.
Right,
That's
right.
what I do.
So if we're gonna jump
Right.
into your music, which
Jump in
you have
there.
so much going on with it, which is
Yeah,
amazing. I
it's
saw on
crazy.
Instagram you're
Oh,
gonna be
snap.
working with Diane
Diane,
Warren
yeah,
and
she's crazy.
Kenny Hamilton.
Yeah, that's nice.
What is the deal with them? I mean, how is
Man.
that being in the room with them?
Man, we just pulling
Gosh.
family together.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kenny's actually been a great friend of me and Pops for a very long time.
Good.
Met him when he was just on the Justin Bieber team, just fresh in the squad, and he's always had that like humble spirit and like, you know, I want to work with you guys. I don't know on what extent, what level, but I mess with you. You know what I mean? I
Right.
mess with your movement, and that's hard to find consistent wise in this biz. Like they say they mess with you 1 year, but then you know they'll travel around the globe, and come back, and just be like, who
Yeah.
Right.
oh, what's your name?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
What
Kenny's
role does
one
he
of those-
play right now?
Kenny's one of those dudes, man. Like he's he's helping us out with everything. You know, he's managing. He's what else we got? He's consulting. He's pulling his research. You know, he's
Yeah.
got everything.
Yes,
going
his hands are in
He
everything.
really is.
on. I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
if you know anybody in this planet that got everything going
Right,
on. but
right.
If you look up in the everything going on book, it's probably
Kenny
Kenny
Hamilton, right?
Kenny's in there,
That's
of
dope.
course.
and then
That's
and
dope.
when it comes to Diane, or she's just phenomenal. I met her for
Yeah.
the first time in that picture, and
It looks like there was so much love going
No,
on.
yeah.
I was like, I can't wait.
no, that was Insta Love.
Yeah.
That was Insta Love. Yeah, that's hashtag Insta Love.
Right.
My pop said we're 2 peas in a bucket. I don't really know what that means yet, and she loved it. It was just, you know, we're 2 peas in a bucket, man. We
Right.
had a great little just like 15-minute jam session playing our joints and just, you know, filling each other out because we're gonna do some stuff.
Right.
And it was just instant love, man, instant love. So we got a record we're working on, and I mean, you know, she's a legend. I'm
Right.
just trying to get on her level.
Right,
I'm
right,
just
right.
trying to, you know,
I love it.
see what it's like to have all those records on the wall, and
I think
Yeah.
you
Killing
and
it.
her collaborating together is going to be epic.
Yeah.
Because the caption was, you know, look what's coming next. And I'm like, can you tell me now, though? I can't
no,
wait.
I can't
Like,
tell
I
you
can't
that.
actually
No,
wait for it.
I'll never do that. You gotta wait.
All right, all
That's
right.
how it works.
All right.
Well, we'll wait for that.
Right, right,
We'll wait for
right.
that.
Right.
Well, congratulations on your new record label that
Thank
you're
you.
on now.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, what is it like going from your independent label to now a big name major label?
Well, it's cool, man. It's weird because like if I've always been independent, and you know, but at the same time, I've always wanted somebody to get behind my projects and me as an artist. But it's kind of weird because it's like this. It never really stops like your independence.
Right.
And some people may not think that way, but it shouldn't. It's like I'm still independent at the same time, you know. You still got to do work these days to stay relevant, to stay fresh, put content out there. So I'm just excited to do the projects with the label and do these, you know, big massive tours and do it big, but at the same time have my grassroots and still connect with my fans and give them, you know, free mixtapes and free music, because that's what the world is about.
We're
man.
really
You gotta
vibing
give
right
'em
now
something.
because you'll always segue into like something I'm thinking about. You
Yeah.
just mentioned your fans.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm futuristic. That's what I
Just
do.
so in case y'all didn't know. In case y'all didn't know, Roshon's letting
I
y'all
was
know.
reading your
Right.
mind.
I mean, literally, I was like, oh, I would love to know what he thinks about his fans. And then you mentioned it.
That's
But
yeah.
it's great. What would you say? Because I was watching another interview you did, and you were saying that one of the coolest moments was when you were singing your songs, you were just kind of into it, and your fans were all singing the exact same words, like
wow.
with you.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that has to be the most amazing experience. Was there a certain place around the world that you felt that the most? Would you say?
Yeah. This is super random, but it was in Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in Arizona, and you know they knew me for being the Disney guy. You know, they know my acting and stuff. But I was introducing some new music to them, and I had to do an hour set. And I don't know if you know that, but that's a long.
That's a
time
long
Right,
time.
right.
to be up on the stage.
Like,
Right.
Talking
what?
smack.
You didn't want to cut it down for 45?
They wanted an hour, and they paid
Okay.
hour rate. So
Okay.
I was
never
giving
mind.
them
Right,
an
so you
hour
go, okay.
set.
Right.
You feel me? Even if I had to tap dance, I was getting up.
Right.
So I only prepared maybe, let's say, 45 minutes. And the rest, I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like, I'm about to have a conversation with these dudes.
Right,
Right.
Yeah.
So, I did the whole 45 minutes. It was amazing. And then I did another 5 minutes of talking, but it got really weird and redundant and kind of like dry, you know. And I was like,
Right.
okay, so they feeling some type of way. I could see it. I need to start doing something.
Yeah.
So I grabbed my guitar and I plugged that baby up. And this is weird, like, cause I'm self-taught on the guitar. I don't really know what I was playing, but I decided to just try something, right? And I tried these little chords that I don't know where they came from. They were just saving the day chords. And I started playing these chords, right? And I was surprised myself, like, yeah, I did that. All right, keep them up. So I'm playing. I'm like, all right, y'all clap your hands, whatever, keeping them rocking. It's 10 minutes left. So I'm milking that for like 5 minutes. Cool, clap, yeah, feel it.
Yeah.
All right, and then I was like, what am I about to say? I got to say something. This is the last little 10 minutes of the show, 5 minutes of this. I got to say something.
Right.
So I'm playing. It's like, da, 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 da. And then I said, I like. And I was like, damn. Like my brain just stopped. I'm like, I like. What am I
What
going
do
to
you
say
like?
after I like? Right? And just organically, it just clicked. And I was just like, I like to party all night. And I just kept saying that over and over. I like, and I said, say it with me. And it became this roar of the, like, I don't know, maybe it was only about 1,000 people. Yeah, about 1,000 people screaming this song. I like to party all night. And I was like, wow, like, they caught on super quick. It is super easy, but for them to have that enthusiasm behind it and really like feel what I was singing and think that I knew what I was singing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And just go with the movement. I told them at the end, I was like, I kind of just came up with that just now, y'all. So y'all are the reason for the birth of that song. I went home. I wrote the song in about a couple hours. Went to New York, recorded it with a really good friend of mine out there, and that's their song. I Like to Party is Arizona's anthem now.
Hey, that's
what
a dope
great
Yeah,
story.
it was
That's a
crazy.
great story.
I hope you should make sure you go back and let them all know,
Yeah.
like at the same place.
Yeah,
make sure
yeah,
the same people
same
buy
place.
the ticket, right?
I think it was like a YMCA or something. I don't know.
Really?
It was like
That's
some-
awesome.
It was like some big auditorium there.
Right,
It was
right.
cool.
Well,
Yeah.
talk to us about your
cool.
new songs about that and like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, those are about that. That's kind of old now. I move quick, you know.
Right.
It's one of my babies though. I wrote it about a year ago, believe it or not. And me and my pops had a bank vault that we turned into a music studio, and I wrote that song in there and I recorded the vocals, but then I never got back to it. And then like I made it and it was all soulful. Had guitars in there. It was so beautiful, and Then I realized that, my generation right now is really not trying to hear guitars.
Right.
They're just really trying to turn up on this stuff. So I switched the beat up, and I put like some little mustard sounds in there, some Bay Area A's, and we got it popping. And then I did the remix, a turn-up version featuring my homegirl Lex Lou. She's crazy. And yeah,
Right,
and,
shout out.
Yeah, shout out. You know what it is. Lex Lou, what it do? She got the afro. So I did the remix and I put it out, see what the fans thought, and they were messing with it way harder than the original.
Okay.
So that was crazy. And then I got this song I Like that's coming out. It's featuring Problem, and that's a problem because
Right.
he's killing it right now.
I was just about to say,
Right.
what was that like,
He's
man?
nuts. It was organic. Nice, Dad. Dad dropped his phone. It was organic because I met with his management and his team. He got tons of producers and stuff, and his whole clique. And then the homie Pun, which is his management and stuff. Shout out to Pun. What's up, bro? That's how we do. He was like, "Yo, I messed with this. Like, yo, this is fire. Like, hold up. Then he just sent it over to Problem. Was like, yo, I sent you something. Listen to it. Tell me if you mess with it. And he's like, who is he? He's like, don't ask questions. Just listen to it.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing this conversation. Don't listen. Just tell me if you mess with it. If you mess with it, hop on it. Send it back. Whatever. Right? And he's like, all right. So he hung up. Then like 5 minutes later, he's like, yo, that's fire. I'm hopping on it. So then he sent it back the next day. And then I saw my Instagram on my Twitter go, bing. Problem is now following you. It's like, oh, he found me.
Oh, wow.
So,
See,
yeah.
it's not that bad. At
No,
Roshon, I mean, it's
it's
easy,
all good.
people.
So
Yeah.
it was really one of those organic, moments where he's far away, he's somewhere else doing other things, but when people mess with your music and they like what you got going on, they will support. So
Right.
That's
shout out to
awesome.
Problem, man.
So with the
That's
mixtape coming out, what do you want your fans to get out of it the most? Do you have a favorite song you want them to hear first? Should they fast forward, rewind? How should they do it?
man, we're kind of in limbo right now of flipping back to maybe an EP rather than a mixtape.
Okay.
And this is the name of the game. Sometimes you gotta keep flipping it until you get it right. It's show business,
Right.
None's really scheduled. So as of now, it's still a mixtape, but a lot of those joints from the mixtape will probably be on the EP or vice versa. And I think that I just wanted to tell the true story of just like what I've been striving for, man. I've been working on music just as long as I've been acting, just as long as I've been dancing, but nobody knows.
Right.
Nobody knows that I'm mixing this stuff, I'm mastering it, I'm writing it, I'm producing it. I got like this whole studio, and I'm like a mad scientist in there till 4 o'clock in the morning. Like,
That's what I was going to
That's
ask you
epic.
about.
Yeah.
Most of your songs, do you write the lyrics and do you produce everything?
everything,
Really?
everything, which is like not
Rare.
the
That's
smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
It's not the smartest thing to do. 'Cause
It's a lot of work.
You shouldn't be doing that.
It's a lot of work.
No one should be doing that. But it's not that I'm trying to overcompensate or nothing. I'm not trying to prove like that point. I just it's just for this particular project, it means something to me, and I know I have to give it that. You know what I mean?
110.
That
Right.
110. Because this is the first time people are actually gonna like judge it in the sense of like, oh, he's doing music. Like, you gotta label me like this is music.
Yeah.
And plus, like, for my first project, I ain't trying to be a karaoke singer, man. I ain't trying to sing nobody else's song like
Right.
that. You know what I mean? Not on a EP or not on the first, like, presentation of who Roshon is. You should at least hear my whackness if it's whack. You know what I mean?
Right.
That it can get better. Or
right.
if it's bomb, then like, oh, he is real deal. So I just think it should be that way for all artists. They should take the chance. That's what it's about.
That's
Yeah.
very real.
By the way, I'm staring at your eyebrows. They're
Yeah.
amazing.
Are
Do
they
you get
amazing?
them done?
I was going to say,
Wow.
why do you master that in every photo? You like on the red
wow.
carpet. It's very ridiculous. He's
yeah,
the
do
only
you-
one.
I have no idea.
They're
You're
like
the only
naturally
one.
like
I don't know. I
Yes.
haven't looked at my eyebrows in a minute.
What do you mean? What do you mean? How are you not? No.
I don't know. I'm not sitting in the mirror like, damn, my eyebrows are
I feel
on
like
right
you
now.
are though, because every time this guy's on the carpet, he
Really? No.
Yes,
The
man,
hair. I be
yes.
looking at my hair in the mirror, like trying to get it, because it's it's half black and Asian. So they like to talk back and do crazy stuff.
Right,
They don't know if it's
right.
black one day,
Right.
it's going left and right. And
Straight,
I'm like,
curly.
Right.
listen. But thank you for the eyebrow.
Yes,
I,
it's
yeah, I didn't know that. Okay. No, I think my mama got good eyebrows.
That's where you get it
It's
from?
an
Good
Asian
eyebrows?
thing too.
That's what it is. Yeah, you're right.
It is. Like your
Okay.
eyebrows are on right now. I don't know.
Yeah, they were drawn on a little bit, so we're not going to focus on that.
But It's doing it.
Right,
Well,
it
thank you.
is.
It is doing it.
Well,
You know what I'm saying.
Before we get out of here,
Yeah.
your fans want to know: are you dating anybody?
Oh, why you put me on blast?
Because they
Why
want to
would
know.
we have to.
Why you blast mode in the house, huh? Look, it's a big next sign right there.
It sure
Isn't that
is.
funny? No, I got a girl. Yeah, man. I've been with her for a very long time, so I'm just rocking with it and flowing with.
I'm just rocking with it.
I'm
Okay.
rocking with it.
good.
That's what you got to do and working and staying focused and you never know. You just
But
keep
we need to
moving.
say taken. Is that what we need to tell everyone for sure?
I mean, you ain't got to tell them nothing. They can just see,
Just read between the lines.
Right,
is
people,
what he's
just
telling
understand.
Yeah, just love what I do and love what I don't.
Right. All right. Before we get out of here, are there any upcoming projects that you want to let all of your fans know about and where they can get your music?
Man, you could definitely check out the EP mixtape or whatever you want to call it when it comes out. And that's just hit me up on this Instagram and this Twitter. Staying focused on that. ROSHON is the Instagram and the Twitter, Roshon. And I'm going to just be dropping free music. I got a SoundCloud page up that I'm starting to really feed people, just stuff I'm feeling, just getting people's attention. So follow me on that SoundCloud and this project's dropping, man. So keep your eyes open.
We will.
I'm excited.
We will.
I was rocking
Right.
about that.
Oh, where
definitely-
you, did you hear
I
the new one or
definitely
the
was on
old
your
one?
SoundCloud.
I think I saw. That was a new one. It was a new one.
It said turn up on it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was cool.
Ariana sent it to me. I was like, cool.
Dope.
This is the morning.
Yeah,
This is
it
the
had
morning.
like a little mustard thing to it, but I also had my own flair on there.
Right.
It was like a different. Like I'm
Let
West
'em know.
Coast too. I was just on some
Let
other
'em know.
West Coast.
Yeah, some other West. All right, Stacy, where can we find you?
You guys can check me out at One Take Stace on Instagram and Twitter.
And as always, hit me, Megan Thomas, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Meg Scoop, like scoop of ice cream.
What?
Don't forget to check out Roshon at Roshon on all his social media. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye, you guys.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.